Trenerski seminar doveo je Tonija Nadala u Sarajevo. Svoje jedinstveno iskustvo i ogromno znanje koje je stekao u 27 godina rada s Rafaelom Nadalom rado je podijelio s mlađim kolegama. Kao 29-godišnjak počeo je trenirati tada petogodišnjeg bratića, kojeg je učinio jednim od najboljih svih vremena, kraljem šljake, krunisanim u Roland Garrosu. Zajedno su osvojili 16 Grand Slam titula, 4 Davis Cupa i olimpijsko zlato. Njegova uloga u karijeri najboljeg svjetskog igrača sve je više savjetodavna i prijateljska, a sve manje trenerska. Danas 56-godišnji Toni posvetit će se radu sa teniskim talentima u zajedničkoj akademiji koju su otvorili u svom rodnom kraju.
Mr. Nadal, welcome to the Al Jazeera. You are first time in Sarajevo. You are here for tennis coaching clinics. Tell us now what is the main message that you wanted to transfer to the guys who are listening to you today.
I said to the coaches, it's not what you know, is what you give to your players. This is very important. And then what I said to the coaches, for me, always was so much more important his work, the work beginning, that the work with players on the ATP Tour. When you have a good player like Djokovic or Federer, or they can play alone. Then when you do this good work in the beginning, then it's easier. It's a little easier to be on the top.
You are a coach for decades. Is there a formula for success from your point of view? Is there a formula from Toni Nadal?
No, I don't have a formula, but during many years I am the coach of Rafael Nadal, and in my case, for me, I give to Rafael one word very important, is improve. Always you need to be open to improve. Sometimes it's not easy improve when you are a big player, when you make the things and with these things you have a good success, then change something is not easy, but the life change, the sport change, every sport change a little, then you have to improve, because every time there is new opponents, the ball go faster or someone play still better, then you have to improve. This is a word important. And then good between Rafael and me, the relationship was easier because I am his uncle, and then it was a little easier for me. But during all these years, I tried to give the correct advice to Rafael. I know that when someone is on the top, it's difficult sometimes to say the truth, because there are youngs, they have a lot of money, they have a good success, and then sometimes it's difficult that the people around the player say the right things and say something that is not too beautiful to listen of the players, but I try to always to say what I thought is important for Rafael.
People say that you were a hard coach, a very tough coach.
I was tough, hard, with someone who can receive this tough instruction, no? Never with people who cannot receive this. Then I was tough because I love him. Never I will be tough with someone I don't love him, because I love him, I want to be tough. If not, I don't have this passion with this work. I try during this year is that Rafael make the things right to have a personal satisfaction, not only for winning Wimbledon or for winning Roland Garros. Not for me, the most important thing in the life is the happiness, and I know that the happiness normally will come for the work, and for to do the right things, and this is what I have to do, what I am trying to do during these years with Rafael and with the people that with them I have worked.
When you started working with Rafael, you was 5. When did you realize that he will become one of the top world players of all time?
Before Rafael, I was the coach, the head coach in our club, in a small club in a small village in Manacor. And before Rafael is coming, I have another guy who was number 2 in Spain. And I have a good success in our club, because I have this guy, then I have a girl who was number 5 in Spain, another who was number 7, and then others, good players. But I have seen this guy who was number 2, and then some years later arrived Rafael, and I have seen that Rafael has a biggest talent than the other one. Then I thought, if this one was number 2, Rafael could be number 1. Then always, since Rafael, I don't know, was 7, 8 years old, I thought that Rafael could be one of the best players in the world, for 2 reasons. First, because I have seen Rafael, I thought he has a good talent. Second, because I am his uncle, and I wanted that happen. And third, because without confidence it's impossible to work well. It's impossible without confidence. Always I knew, and always I know that winning tournaments, grow up and at the end to be a very good player is very difficult, but my responsibility make that I want to have confidence that with the work we can to be, or he can be very good. And I was always thinking what we can do to be better, what we can do. What for me was not enough, never what Rafael has done. Then I tried that he improve. Sometimes was good, sometimes not too good.
People say that you one time stated that you will stop working with Rafael if he is not respecting the opponent's equipment and everything else. Is it true that if he throws the racket, you will stop coaching or something?
When I am in the tournaments, I saw many players that put his foot in the on the armchair. For me, it's incredible, impossible to understand, because this is expensive. You don't have a respect for these things. Then it's difficult when you don't have a good respect for these things, that you have respect for the other things. And always I work with this, because always I wanted that my nephew was a good person. Was not only a good player, was good on court and without outside the court. I was lucky because my nephew was very obedient when he was young, and I think it's not too good to say because I am his uncle, but I think he's a good person. He's a normal person that he knows that he plays well tennis, but nothing else. Is nothing else than this.
We have to say that he stayed humble even now when he's a big star, when everybody in the world knows his name and everybody in the world respects him. Even now he is very humble as a guy when we see him at the television.
The life of Rafael has changed because he has more money, he has a big success, but he's the same. He has the same friends. He lives in the same house. When he's in Mallorca, he make the same things. And many times I heard, oh, some players said, oh, I have a good respect for this wonderful player. You need to have the same respect for this wonderful player to this one that is not too good. Then for me it's normal.
He is very popular. Today, I don't know, did you hear about that? Even the Donald Trump said that Rafael is his favorite athlete in the world.
See, yes, I heard this. And good, maybe Donald Trump likes a guy who gives all that he has on court, a guy who tries to play his best. Sometimes he can win, sometimes he loses, but always in this life he has tried to make the best. And sometimes was not easy. After 2005.
I wanted to ask you about that. What was the most difficult period for you and him as a coach and a player?
Always was the most difficult was the.
Did you have some especially difficult?
This was the periods of the injuries, and the most difficult was in 2005 because in 2005 we know that. We knew that Rafael has a big injuries in his foot, and specialized said to us that the career of Rafael is close to finish, and with this pain was very difficult to be on the top, and for us was a period very tough. Since 2005. We thought that the career of Rafael could be or has to be short, because we know that this problem goes every year a little more. But at the end we are here in 2017, and Rafael still he can play enough well.
As a coach, is there some win who is special for you, some tournament that you will never forget, and for you personally, that you think that is the best Rafael's achievement in the career?
I can't forget the first Monte Carlo, the first Roland Garros, the first Wimbledon. But I want to say every tournament was for me very important, not only when Rafael was on the ATP tour. When Rafael was in a little boy, when he started to win good tournaments, for me it was special. I was so happy. And because these small tournaments give me the confidence to work, and the confidence to Rafael to improve. The first Davis Cup was unbelievable too. Many tournaments was special.
How did you manage to make a great clay court champion to become a grass court champion and a Wimbledon winner?
When he won the first Roland Garros, I said the same. Oh, before you, many players has won a Grand Slam, and then he has won only one. That depends on you, that in the future you are like somebody who only has won one Roland Garros, or someone that can win more Grand Slams titles, no? And always was the same. Always I said to Rafael, what you have done is not enough. If you want to be only a clay court winner, it's okay. If you want to be a little better, you have to improve in the other course. And always in our mind was this. Was not easy sometimes because we don't have a very good serve. Then it was difficult to play. And after 2012, 11, 12, we have many problems in the knees. Then on grass it's difficult to play there. But during some years when the knees was good, Rafael was a very good grass player, I think.
3 or 4 years ago, did you personally think that Rafa one day again will be #1 in the world?
Then last year, Rafael decided no play more when he was recovered perfect, and this I thought was a good decision. And this year, good, we were a little lucky. Then the other opponent was not in his high level, but I think when Rafael can play good, he has a good play enough to be #1, because always I thought that when he is total recovered, he can play against the best players in the world.
How long he can stay at #1?
That depends. That depends on Djokovic, Murray, Zverev, Shapovalov.
What about Federer?
Federer this year, if Federer make a good final season, I think Federer could to be the #1 at the end of the season, because the tournaments that till the end of the year, Federer is favorite in these tournaments. I don't know, but good. Always depends on you, but depends too of the best opponents, and good. I don't know. In this life, we try to do the best what we know, but what happened with others, I don't know.
You said in this life. Did you think that in this life you will see Roger and Rafa at the same side of the net? We saw it these days in Prague.
Oh, no, it's not normal, because they don't play so much doubles. Then normally he play not many tournaments together, only in the Grand Slams and the Masters 1000. Then it was difficult. But I want to say that for us, for me, Federer is, we have a good rivalry, with him. The same like with Djokovic or with Murray, but outside the court, the reality is finished. It's true that I prefer that Federer lose when we are #2 and he is #1. But when I am #1, for me it's good that Federer or Djokovic are #2 or 3. It's not a problem, because after many years competing with them, I have a good admiration of this place, and for me it was beautiful to watch this game, to watch Roger and Rafael play together, and I hope they can play sometimes more.
Today we have the big four, but for you personally and for you as a coach, who are the top prospects for next 5 or 10 years? You mentioned Shapovalov and Zverev.
When I saw, many years ago, I saw Zverev, I thought that Zverev got to be the number one, the next number one. Now there is Shapovalov. I think Shapovalov is really good. I think Kyrgios is very good. He has a wonderful serve, has a very good forehand, he has a good backhand, he moves well. He has some problems in his hip, I think, and sometimes he has problems. But I think these three are the best. Dominic Thiem is very competitive and is a good worker, is very good professional. At the end, in the next generation, that depends of everyone who could to be the best. That depends how they take his tennis, how they take his work, how they improve, and is the constant in the work, what they can do for the best.
We see this situation with Novaka Đoković. Do you have some explanation what is going on?
This is normal because I have seen this with Rafael too. To be on the top is difficult. Every year, every month, every week, every day, you have to be good. For beating the best opponents is not easy, because sometimes you wake up not too good, but this day you have to beat Murray, or you have to beat Nishikori, or then is a good effort, a strong effort, a mentality effort. And after some years, you make a rest, no? You said, oh, it's tough to be again here. And maybe that is what happened with Djokovic. But I am sure Djokovic is a wonderful player, and it's a pity, but next year I think he will be again on the top, and it was difficult for Rafael and for the other players. For me, it was only a moment.
At the end, you are going a step aside now. Rafael is carrying on with Carlos Moya. Will it be difficult for Rafael?
No, not at all. No, not at all. When I thought that could be difficult for Rafael, I stay more time with him. No, for me, no, it's not. It's because I am sure that it's not a problem for him that I will be in Mallorca the next year. When I thought that for Rafael could to be a problem, I will go to Australia. But I am sure that Rafael is in good hands. He's with a good coach, or with two good coaches, with Carlos Moya and Francis Roch, and I think in the next years, Rafael will be the same.
Is it more difficult for you to watch his matches from distance?
I don't know, but for me, never was too good to watch the matches on television. Many times when I watch the match of Rafael, I can watch. I make a pause, then I watch again, because I am a little nervous when I watch his matches there. When I am on court, no, because I know that sometimes he play well, sometimes not, and for me it was normal. But on television, I don't like too much. But at the end, I am his uncle. Then I wanted to watch that he won, that he can win the matches.
You will enjoy working with the new prospects in his academy?
Yes, I enjoy very much because always I love much more work with the youngs. I think the most important work is at the beginning, it's not on the top. For a coach, is I think is a little more. When you know that what you say is important it's more important when the players are young, because you can develop this ability or the others' abilities. Then, for me, could to be a very important work now again in Manacor in the academy, and I hope some of our players in the future we can see in the television or we can see in the ATP Tour.
Mr. Nadal, thank you very much for this conversation. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the conversation.